Cuphead by Studio MDHR is a 5-year-old game that no one is talking about anymore, and therefore I can say whatever I want about it.
Hey!
What?
They just announced a TV show!
They what? But I was gonna talk about... God damn it. While being a great Contra clone and boss shoot 'em up, Cuphead fails to be terrible. Yeah, I'm usually contrarian to stir up beef. Okay, hold on, let me try my best at this. Cuphead is average at worst. Damn it, this is hard. Okay, I got something. Cuphead is worse than Mugman. There, I said it. Hot take! Cuphead is vaguely about some dudes losing a bet to the devil and having to kill a bunch of early 20s cereal mascots to make up for it. It's like if Who Framed Roger Rabbit was, like, really dark. Okay, darker than it already was. A little darker?
Isn't that a kid's movie?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
How?
I don't know, man. People were doing so much cocaine in the 80s.
A brawl is surely brewing. It's on.
If we can put aside the journalism difficulty nonsense for now, I can tell you Cuphead is proper NES hard. Proper arcade game hard, but zhuzhed up for the modern day with infinite continues and being on hardware smaller than a fridge. You have to beat about 786 bosses, as well as a variety of platforming levels before beating the devil at his own game. AKA the same as all the other bosses before. Just shoot him in the face a bunch and he cries like me at the end of Return to the King and you win. I mean, come on, look at that little chin wiggle. You start the game out as Cuphead, or Mugman if you're a real programmer. That's right, it's been like 5 seconds and we're back to this debate. Is this something related to being a second child, and always being player 2? Having to use the weird boomerang Mad Catz controller? No, it's because Mugs are objectively better than Cups, and I will show you. See? Cups fucking suck. Shit. Fuck. Shit. Right, so bosses versus platforming. You shoot some dude in the face, or do some cheeky platforming, while shooting dudes in the face. It's face shooting all the way down. But how you approach the different face shooting challenges is up to you. You can give yourself more health or do more damage, the typical trade-off. You get these power-ups by spending the coins you get in the platforming levels at the shop, where you get greeted by the most aggressive imaginable. It's what I imagine the furnace in Home Alone would have sounded like if it could talk. If you're finding the platforming during the boss fights difficult, it's not a bad idea to use a seeking weapon to focus on not dying over doing max damage. Grim Matchstick, aka Mega Man 2's Mecha Dragon, aka oh my god fuck this guy, comes to mind. Besides beating all the bosses and completing all the shooty bang bang levels, Cuphead takes it to another level by asking, nay, demanding that you beat all bosses with an A rank or higher, beat all bosses on expert difficulty, and beat all non-boss levels as a pacifist by not killing any enemies. Now I know what you're thinking. Surely there's an exploit for this. Well yeah, there is. But I don't use it, so welcome to the school of hard cups, or mugs. Hard drinkware is what we're about here on this channel, and goddammit, you're gonna tough it out with us. All A ranks entails that end screen scorecard thing you keep seeing. If you're playing on simple difficulty, you simply can't get A ranks at all. But you also can't fight King Dashi the Devil, so it's only really useful for practicing fights. To consistently get ranks of A or A+, you have to fulfill all metrics with wiggle room for 1. For example, you can beat a boss with full health, full supers, and full parries, but be too slow, not meet the time requirement, and still get an A. Or you can take a hit, but make it under the time limit and also still get an A. Next, the bosses on Expert don't need to be beaten with any flourish or pizzazz, though it is highly encouraged. So load up on extra health and just survive. They have new patterns, new attacks, and way more health. You can keep track of grades and completion difficulties in the menu tracker, as well as in the little cute little flag. Look at the cute little flag there. Beating all non-boss levels as a pacifist means no killing. Not even shooting people in the knee.
He'll live.
Fortunately, most levels have small loopholes here and there to skip what appear to be unskippable fights, like the horrifying mouth wall thing in Funhouse Frazzle. Considering it is supposed to be possible to beat every level this way, I believe these to be intentional and not really exploits. My go-to is bringing max health boosts and dashing a lot. The Super Ultra Secret Strat is the final super art in the game that makes you invincible for a brief period. This can be used to skip lots of mini-bosses, but don't tell nobody or I'll go to space prison.
They built one especially for us, on the moon.
Beating all levels as a pacifist is easy peasy compared to Bravo Zulu P26, which requires you to pick up a pair of salad tongs without subconsciously doing the little clicky clicks. Try it, it's impossible. This trophy expects you to beat a plane-based level with exclusively mini bullets. It takes approximately 150 centuries to do this. I did it against Balloon Cloud Moon Bitch, but you have a variety of options including Birdhouse Rock, Aladdin on PCP, Tentacle Porn, and Dr. Robotnik. I've heard it might also count against the Donkey Kong Country 2 Spooky Library boss, so give that a go if you want, but that also requires selecting him during the King Dice level, the penultimate boss, who decided that he was actually more like middle school math homework. You know what I mean? It's got like part A and part B and part C. This joke just is going on way too long. Like middle school math homework. Speaking of, King Dice also has to be toppled without taking a hit. This is a little misleading as you actually just need to beat him with at least 3 hearts left, which means bringing in health tonics for extra HP, and making sure to also take free HP on like the roulette thing between bosses. This means you can go into his fight with 6 hits with 3 hits of wiggle room. It's like a gimme. It's actually fucking not. He's really hard. The best strategy for how to complete this game is to just be the Mexican runner. He is the former world record holder for Hater Percent, a speedrun category defined as beating all bosses on Expert, all platforming challenges Pacifist, only ever using the default pea shooter, no tonics, no special moves, and he can't ever get hit. Not even a single time. Also, he did it in just over an hour. It's a category designed to shut people up. Here's an absolute beast of a player demolishing the game in record time with 0 power-ups and no mistakes. Not everyone can be the Mexican runner, but we can watch his strategies to learn how to not suck nearly as hard as we all do so very, very much. After all, there's us humans, and then there's these people who have beaten the Turbo Tunnel and Battletoads blindfolded. Twice!
You must be fucking kidding me!
For us mere mortals, I found caffeine to generate supers faster to be exceptionally helpful on the normal difficulty, and all the health power-ups imaginable for the expert levels. Switching back and forth between pea shooter for max direct damage and the homing attack when things got dicey, or were generally at terrible angles to hit. Literally anything. Stupid B-level guy! Dude, this freaking guy never stops coming after you, man. What are you even selling? What are these guys with briefcases? What is this? It has come to my attention that guy is supposed to be like a B cop. He's like, is it a beat cop? B cop? It's embarrassing. It's most likely going to come down to only a handful of bosses that keep the plat from you. Galaga, Bodie McBoatface, and the Bone Train are absurdly hard to manage, with attacks coming from literally every direction. It's like a food fight in the middle school cafeteria and you're the one teacher who tries to break it up. I mean, look at this final boss phase. You got flying pumpkins dropping bricks on you, there's fire coming down, we got spinning bone wheels, and during all this, you gotta make sure to parry the train's tail to open it up for attack. Don't forget if the pumpkin hits the little handles with the frickin' bricks, the platform moves. This is one phase of a 4-phase boss fight. This game has 19 bosses. 28 if you count King Dice being 10. Good lord.
A brawl is surely brewing. Now go!
Cuphead deserves all the praise that it gets. The soundtrack, the art style, and of course that gameplay itself are among the best in the business. While TMR make us all look like dumb ants under his boot, merely finishing Cuphead is only the beginning. Cuphead is a game that demands you better yourself at a physical level, but end up being enlightened at a metaphysical level, or go so far as a spiritual level. We then travel beyond to the ethereal plane, where only concepts of trophies exist. And at the end of all space and time, we find but one truth. A platinum trophy so relatable that casual players actually respect us. That'll never happen. This game requires an absolute mastery of platforming and damage mitigation. If you can pull it all off, all controllers intact, then you deserve all the bragging rights. I would like to award you the highest honor I can bestow. A B+. Wait, what? A B friggin' plus? I just finally beat the Ghost Train on Expert. I got the Platinum. You're gonna have the audacity to give me a B+? I was a straight A student all through middle and high school. Damn it, I took AP classes, advanced classes, took honors classes, all sorts of extracurriculars, and you're gonna come in here and tell me my best is a B+? I'll have you know my uncle works for Nintendo, and I'm gonna tell him about this absolute bullshit you're trying to push right now. How dare you?